please. Come out with it all. Come on.
When we arrive here, we're given two worlds.
The humans, when we're born. Okay.
We're given a play world and the world of the Creator. And one won't go into the other. That's the agreement.
You mean the personality, let's say, in the soul? Or
no,
I mean, just
the two worlds that we can have at the switch of a desire.
when you say the play world, what do you mean?
That's the one we live in every day, and we can make things, we can ruin things, we can make mistakes, we can call for help, all that, and nothing happens.
Okay.
Except what we're responsible for, and that's our free will. That's really what the dividing line between free will and the world of your Creator, where everything's perfect.
So is the other world where everything...
You don't need any will, because everything fits. It's like the ocean. You can jump in the ocean and you can put your hand out and pour acid all over yourself and nothing happens. It's dissipated.
Right.
But you stand outside the ocean, pour acid over yourself, you can't get enough sea to wash it off. You've damaged yourself. Because in the ocean you're safe, out of the ocean won't fix you. So asking your Creator to come into your play world doesn't work.
We have to go into the world
of the Creator.
And how do we do that?
It takes 0.2 of a second, actually.
Is it like riding a bicycle, though?
No, it's it's not. It's actually an instant acceptance and an instant thought. That's probably one of the biggest things that people have difficulty with, because they can't see how simple it is.
Well, tell me. I want to. God, I mean.
The simplicity.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
I just
From a technical point of view.
Yeah.
We talk about our brain only operating 10% or maybe a bit more, and we're working really hard at getting it to go more. That's because the brain's not used for what it's supposed to be used for.
What's it supposed to be used for?
For direct connection to your Creator, to your source.
Okay.
Once you decide you're going to connect directly to your source, 100% of your brain turns on and you can feel it.
And that's just a decision?
A decision.
So if I say I'm going to connect to my source now?
Yep. And you just go, and it's connected.
Okay.
And you'll feel, as you are, the energy building around your head. And you can get a little child and ask them to feel around your head, and it feels like champagne bubbles. Well,
it feels like I'm actually outside my head.
Good.
Okay.
Exactly correct.
Okay.
Once that happens, everything's fed back to you automatically. It's like a TV station. If you're relaying between one city and another, you transmit more than just one picture. You've got signals, you've got prompts, you've got feedbacks, you've got multiplexes, and you've got it set up so that more than one program is operating at once. So you can understand what happens if a technician comes up and pulls some of those leads out and says, I want to experiment with them and play with something. Then all the signals to the TVs get mucked up. And so you end up with wrong channels, wrong programs, incorrect prompts, wrong words coming to you, so everything gets confused.
So you're saying when we're this expanded awareness, we have all those channels coming into us, and when we come into the ego personality, we lock it down, and all those other things aren't connecting in.
That's right. So we tear part of it away, of our communication, and we find we've got a faulty communication system between ourselves and between the world. And that's when you feel this direct communication, where people start to steal energy from one another.
Because they're missing that bigger connection, and they don't even know that they can have it.
That's right.
And you're saying it's that simple, just... How'd you do it again? No, I forgot. No.
It's just a case of deciding that 100% of your brain is going to connect to your source, whatever source you call it.
Okay.
At one stage I saw people having so many problems, I really asked, no, I didn't ask, I demanded a solution to everything. Not to some things, I wanted a solution to everything.
To all the dramas people having, love, hate, war.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And I was walking along the waterfront near some beautiful trees, and this message came to me so strongly that my knees buckled.
Okay.
And simply said, at all times, think of me and nothing else. This is the solution to everything.
So think of me being this expanded consciousness?
Yeah, whatever you think.
Or the creator.
The creator or the greatest thing in your life. It might be a butterfly. It doesn't matter. But at all times, not sometimes.
At all times?
At all times. And didn't say nobody else, it said nothing else. So people say to me, but how can I drive the car? How can I look after the children? I said, you try it for 5 minutes under the right conditions and you will never stop.
I'm getting it. I'm getting it. You're actually the guy holding the bicycle seat, aren't you?
That's right.
Because I'm getting it. I'm getting that expanded awareness.
Yeah. And it grows and grows and grows every day.
Wow.
And what's fed back to you is always correct. What you pass on to other people goes through the filter that's required to pass correctly to every other person.
But you have this awareness, and then you're also living a normal life, or they're the same for you in a way. I mean, or
not quite.
Tell me because then you're in the play world sometimes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. While I'm in there, I need support. I need a lot of support.
But why even go to the play world once you know you're in this other expanded place?
Because that's the project I took on.
Oh, you took on the project to live in both worlds.
And to actually allow people to see the world of your creator in living in the play world. So that they get the opportunity to open up the big filter and try it on themselves. We made a decision that we would have two Earths, two worlds when we came here. And to experience that is phenomenal. But now that experience is actually a subset of the whole. And when you improve it to a point where you say, that's perfect, you're fine, you've got a copy of perfection.
So we can live more fuller, more developed, more evolved.
And when you've got a copy of perfection, you're going, and then perfection comes up alongside it, and you have the ability to step into perfection and not have to maintain it. You're going to step into the perfection.
Yeah, because it's more fun. It's
right.
Lighter. It's happier.
And so everybody who decided that they would have a play world of knowledge is getting to the point where they almost got it to the stage of, that's a good copy for this moment, I'd better get off because next week it's going to die.
Wait, say that again?
I've got a copy of perfection.
Of the happiness of perfection, yeah.
But I better jump over to the eternal perfection really quickly because next week that's going to start on the way down because the world of the play world, in the play world, everything deteriorates and everything goes back to the way it was.
And we're going to this higher level. Actually, somebody said, it wasn't on this program, but they said, this is our last chance for suffering and limitation.
Yep. Because
we've done it. We're moving into a place where we'll have new experiences.
Actually, there's no chance of suffering anymore unless you do it yourself.